Be asking it first.
Hello everyone. This is going to be a short and sweet little live. I am currently going through the H.M.P Gloucester footage, but this is more of a shout out and a recommendation to the group we went with. Now, we went with Haunted Happenings on the 9th of September 2023 this year. My brain wasn't working then.
It's thinking of
And
next year, weren't you?
I've got no complaints. In fact, we were treated like a VIP. We were given a list like this. You might not be able to see it. Am I on it upside down? No, I'm not. It's literally a whole thing of what we were to do. So they gave us a whole list of things to do, which I thought was swell. They treated us like a VIP. You know, shout out to Vicky, the I suppose you could say the host or the boss of the group. She was great. And yeah, I am going through the footage slowly but surely, but there is quite a lot to go through. There's literally like 2.5 hours. So I've literally so far I've gone for about an hour's worth. Bear in mind, Wednesday I was out drinking. Thursday I was hungover. Then we had my mate's blooming housewarming do, which at the last minute got cancelled. In a way, thank fuck, because we were hungover.
I went to bed early that night.
Yeah.
I was so knackered.
Friday, I actually don't remember. Saturday, again, bit of a blur. And Sunday, bit of a blur. So today's Monday, for instance. Monday the 18th of September. And
although I think it's Tuesday.
I keep going through the footage. I've picked up EVPs here and everywhere. I need to isolate some of the frequencies of the footage, particularly when I'm on my own in the hospital wing, because there is something there, but you cannot hear it without enhancing it. So I got that to deal with.
You mean like headphones and things?
No. I mean proper enhancements.
Your end.
I mean my end.
Yeah. Enhancing
it so we can hear it. For instance, the screams in the hospital wing and whatnot. Yeah. Now, all I'm going to say is, absolutely brilliant investigation with Haunted Happenings for Gloucester Prison.
And we will go again with them.
We will go back with them again. We're going Dover with them in November. I can't say I'm disappointed in them any way, shape or form. They treated me and Laurie like a VIP. And when we've got our other member coming on with us to investigations, he won't be coming to Dover, but he might be coming to some next year. You know,
we'll ask him later on tonight about that.
Yeah, they'd probably treat him the same as well. They all treated us like VIPs. I had people asking me for my blooming paranormal stuff, my YouTube, my Facebook. I was like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. I'm going to be famous overnight. But honestly, to those of you that I met there, and even if we didn't get to speak too much, it was great to meet you all. Me and Laurie, we like to make friends in the paranormal nature, you know.
Something in common, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like breaking the ice. As you say, big shout out to Vicky, great host, and it was a great investigation, and we will do it again.
Why are you moving your hands around so much?
It's called body language, Babs. Heard of it?
No, I don't use it.
Now, obviously, it was just me and Laurie that went to Gloucester, which is why our other member, Craig, isn't here. He is busy. I don't know what he's doing, actually. I'll find out in a minute.
He is meant to be coming over.
He's meant to be coming over for a quick drink, but I don't know what's took him so long. But we'll find out. No, well, Craig, you won't find out. We'll find out.
No, Craig, he's probably got chatting with someone.
He's probably chatting up some bird or something. Bless his heart.
That's another story.
He's just come out of a 9 or 10 year relationship, so he's a bit. What's the word?
Miserable.
No,
he's not miserable. He's happy, isn't he, that he's left her?
Not miserable, Babs. Don't say the wrong word. Dog with comes to mind. Anyway.
That's another story altogether, Bab.
Anyway, honestly, from the bottom of my heart to Haunted Happenings, you were a great team. We enjoyed working alongside you. I am going to send you the footage. Don't panic. I have tagged you in the link. I hope it's gone through. If not, I'm going to scream. But So what we got to start with, I'm just going to read it very quickly because I've written it down as I do. Obviously, it starts off with me and Laurie at the hospital wing. Then we end up in lower B wing, then B wing, then across the centre to A wing, then to C wing. Then we go from C wing to B wing. Sorry, C wing to A wing. And then from A wing, we go into a cell on A wing with these two lovely ladies from Cardiff, I believe. I think the name's Debbie and Sharon. Yeah, I can't remember. So yeah, it's quite an eventful night.
And they wanted to join us, and we said yes.
Well, we've got no problem with that.
I don't mind if people want to join as long as they're not stupid.
I'm still going through it. I've not even listened to my EVP wristwatch. Where has it come to think of it? Ah, there it is. I've not even looked at this yet, and this has probably caught a lot more than the camcorder. But I'll do that all in good time. There's no rush so far. So far, though, we did catch an EVP in the hospital wing. Funny enough, I just forgot to mention that. Anyone from Haunted Happenings is looking. Where are we? We picked up a voice saying, "I'm watching ya," which is quite interesting. And it was like an old Hackney accent, which is a bit unusual.
You told me about that, didn't you?
Yeah, picked it up on the camcorder, but we did hear something at the time, but we couldn't pick it up. But that might have been what we picked up. It's like, "I'm watching ya." Now, at first glance, when I first listened to it, it sounded like Laurie's voice. But I'm thinking, why would she say that?
And my voice ain't Hackney.
You see, when you listen to it, you'll see what I mean. I mean, I've not managed to splice it all together and edit it because it's 2 hours long. You see, what I'm writing down is all the activities, but on the second page, it's going to be part 2, and part 1 is literally crammed, as you can see. That is just part 1 that you can see there, absolutely crammed. So part 2 will be more for moving from like hospital wing and the other wings like A, B, C. C wing was the quietest, although we caught a lot of orbs in C wing that I didn't know of. Lower B wing we couldn't really do, but I didn't mind. B wing itself, there's not a lot we could have done. I was disappointed we couldn't go up to Fred West's cell.
But it's unsafe.
But the floor is unsafe or unstable, something like that. But oh well. A wing, we didn't really get much. We heard a couple of groans here, there, and everywhere. But at the end of the day, I didn't see nothing, and I didn't capture nothing so far from A wing. Unfortunately, bit of a disappointment. But you know what they say: some you win, some you lose. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you.
We've always said that as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
If we don't always pick up only faints, but
sometimes you don't always pick up stuff when you do this
and we don't
paranormal
expecting to pick up
investigation stuff. It doesn't always happen like that. You know, sometimes it's lovely and peaceful. Sometimes it's active as hell. And today, the last investigation, I wouldn't say it's active as hell, and I wouldn't say it was peaceful. It was somewhere in the middle. It felt really oppressive, though, in certain places. Places like C wing felt oppressive. B wing felt a bit oppressive as well, especially lower. But we couldn't do much of lower B wing. But yeah, I'd highly recommend Haunted Happenings if you're a small group like me and Laurie are. Obviously, we've got Craig with us, but he didn't come with us on this one. This one was booked way before we got in contact.
But he is looking at coming on some next year.
Yeah, we're looking at going to the Jamaican Inn, but that's another thing that I'll announce later when I've paid for it. When I've got the definite, yes, it's happening, no, it's not. But honestly, thank you, Haunted Happenings, for a great event at H.M.P Gloucester. Myself and Laurie, thank you. And we definitely recommend them to anyone. Honestly, check them out. They're brilliant.
I can say thank you myself, you know, but
like their Facebook page and follow their YouTube page. That's all I got to say. Anything from you, Babby?
Well, no, you've covered it all.
All right. So once again, thank you, Haunted Happenings. we thank you for a great night, a great investigation. I mean, one of your members was a little bit grumpy towards the end, but I can cope with that. Probably didn't help my camcorder lights quite bright. My
But
bad.
if people don't tell us where they are at the same time, we are
Yeah.
not to know. And there is a way that it could have been said.
Yeah.
And that was said the wrong way. And that was the only gripe I've
It
got.
was said with a little bit of an attitude, but we can just
yes,
about cope because it was near the
I
end.
did say something back, but I don't care if you like it or not because that is what I do.
Yeah. Wow. It is what it is. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go work on editing the Gloucester video. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly halfway through at least. And yeah, go from there. But so far, 1 EVP. Not a lot of action, I'm going to be honest. It's mostly orbs. But it is what it is. As I say, some you win, some you lose. Now, from everyone here at Spirit Hunters Paranormal UK, we bid you a good night and stay safe and good hunting.